Bryophytes have no vascular tissue, no true leaves and roots, and they have spores as a reproductive system, depends on water for fertilization.
Bryophytes have no vascular tissue. They absorb water easily as they are so thin.
Bryophytes have vascular tissues, true leaves and roots, and spores for fertilization, and they depend on water for fertilization.
Gymnosperms have vascular tissue. They have true leaves and roots. Their seeds are naked or they are enclosed in an ovule, and their fertilization is dependent on water. Angiosperms have vascular tissue. They have true leaves and roots. They have seeds which are inside the flower, and fertilization is also dependent on water.
In asexual reproduction, they have one parent, male or female. Its makeup of offspring is genetically identical to its parent. Cell division process is rapid and is by mitosis. Advantages is rapid and has a quick reproductive system, and disadvantages is diseases may affect all and kill the whole species.
Bryophytes are very dependent on water for fertilization, as water would knock on the spores and move the spores to another area, and they could germinate and become a new plant. Pteridophytes are also very dependent on water for fertilization. As the same with bryophytes, pteridophytes have spores, and the spores could be knocked off by the water and moved to other areas, and the plant or the tree-like fern could grow from there. Gymnosperms are not dependent on water for fertilization, as their seeds are either naked or enclosed in an ovule, and the seed of another plant, the male part, would fall inside the ovule or into the naked seed, and they'll germinate from there. No need for water to help the situation. Angiosperms are independent on water for fertilization, as they're pollinators which help pollinate other plants by moving pollen from one plant to the other. The anther releases a lot of pollen, which allows the wind and other pollinators such as bees, birds, bugs, and other small types of insects to get a lot of pollen. The stigma, where the pollen goes to, is very sticky, which helps the pollen sit and stick to the plant, which gives it a much higher chance of reproduction. Style allows the pollen to get down to the ovary and to the ovule. It is adapted and changed very well over time, and this benefits the plant well.